So tell me, you were kind of just talking about it, but you walked into the house and how aware were you of of the dynamics that were going on, the vibe, or did you just kind of pick something up that it was a little off?
I talked right before getting there with Carl, with Lindsay. I talked to Kyle. Like everybody, like text me when they found out, that I was coming, and everybody was really happy. But nobody really updated me on what was going on. So I would say that the first weekend I was there, the one of this episode, it wasn't as bad as the second time that I went later on in the season, where I could literally breathe a totally different atmosphere, like much darker and everything. And it was like for the first time in my time with the Summer House crew, I didn't feel, I don't want to say as comfortable, but I could feel that there was like dark energy compared to all the time prior.
Mhm.
There was something that it wasn't as fixable as it was before. And I'm not talking about Kyle and Carl, of course, which they were totally doing fine, having a good time, were supportive towards each other. Actually, I feel like after um, my weekend, this first one, the things between the two of them went pretty smooth. And I know that lately there's been some new beef, but I really care dearly about both of them, and I hope they're gonna get things fixed as soon as possible because they're best friends, and I always have the best time being around the two of them, and I don't want them to fight. But yeah, definitely when I walked in, I wanted just to bring my light breeze, my energy, and have some fun with it.
You kind of just talk a little bit about the difference between the first time and the second time you visit. What can you kind of tease without giving everything away about that second time?
Yeah, I can't really spoil anything. First of all, it was a beautiful moment. The second time I was there, I was like, you're gonna see it. Like I was so happy to be here, but to be there. But at the same time, the energy in the house wasn't as uh real, even if I know that it wasn't relaxed when I first went there, but it wasn't as relaxed as my first time. I don't know, I felt like much more pressure. Also the like sometimes for me it was kind of difficult to say certain things just to like make the atmosphere lighter, just because you know I wasn't aware of what really happened all these weeks prior, so I didn't know what to say or where to say. It was I just felt like a little bit of difficulties compared to my usual self. I was still trying to have fun. I had a great time. Lexi came as well, so it was like a really. I have good memories for that second time as well, but I didn't feel as comfortable as I usually feel. Once again, I always try to enjoy everything that I do and try to enjoy the time with the people that I am with. And so I still had a wonderful time, but I would say I didn't feel as free as usual, like being myself. I don't know. It was like because I wasn't aware of what really happened. I know there was a lot going on, and it was kind of tough to get in certain conversation because you're not there, so you can't really judge or like put too much words into it. I just know that that weekend something beautiful happened, and I was the happiest for my friends, and I was happy for that to happen. I was really supportive,
Hmm.
and you're gonna understand a little bit what I mean. You probably understood already what
I think that
because
last part helped me understand a little bit.
I'm really happy if I can't wait for them to get married. They're my friends. I think they're perfect together. I think they found themselves in the best moment in their lives because after being friends for so many years, after knowing each other really well, and after going through certain things, I think they found themselves in the right moment, and I'm a true believer of their love, and I'm excited for their future. At that moment, Danielle and Lindsay, they were still having each other's back, so that was nice to see, and that's why I was shocked when I came back later on and see that the situation was completely flipped.
Yeah, that's very interesting to think about, like the stark difference of,
Yeah, for me, that's why it was like crazy because I felt like so like I was like, okay, what did I walk into? Because it was two different vibes. Like I told you, it was way darker when I got there by the end of the summer.